I'll start to record. So I'll introduce myself first. I'm Zephania Mwando, and I'm a pre-sales engineer for Dahua Technology Kenya. And if you need to learn more about Dahua and its product, feel free to follow my social media links. I'm trying to open my official website so that you can see where to get these links and all that. But if you just look for Zephania Mwando, then you should be able to find more information about me, how to reach me. So we have different links here for the different content and all my information there in case you need to reach out. So to start the training, as I had mentioned, we have the Dahua Smart Logistics Solution, and we are going to take it in two approaches. Number one is the logistics vehicle, and let me just share the presentation. Okay, so the Dahua logistics vehicle solution. So we start from the point of the vehicle, and when we look at the vehicle, we are looking at reducing losses, increasing security, and efficiency in managing this. So I'm going to cover it in 4 parts. I'll look at the challenges, I'll look at the solution that we provide, then some highlights to the industry and some cases we've done. So number one, the main challenge is accidents. We want to reduce the accident, but where do these accidents come from? Mainly, if you look at the biggest portion is the issues with the driver. Then we have external problems like the environment, other vehicles and such. Then vehicle problems, maybe malfunction and all that. So this some report, and some of the issues we get from these drivers is like overspeeding, fatigue driving, distracted driving, and drunken driving. Just so how you want to improve is replace the driver, change the route, which again this will delay the delivery of goods in the event that you're trying to improve efficiency. While you're doing it, there is delay. So how do we design this solution? We want to give you less loss. So we want to prevent before an event occurs. When an event occurs, we also want to stop that effect. Then we have driver status monitoring as a solution to help prevent actively so then we have advanced driver assistant camera to help you drive safely. So some of these solutions, we just install some equipment on the vehicle, then we can remotely monitor and see, follow track, even get alarms and notifications in the event when such happens. Then for better management, we give things features like driver face recognition, active online with GPS to do route management so that the vehicle can be locked in a specific location. Then we have interaction between the vehicle and management center during transportation so that we can even do two-way talk and such things. So preventing before it happens uh, gives the best solution. We can install surveillance camera in the carriage, so we prevent theft of goods. Then we also get real-time alarms. Then we have, if the vehicle has door, we can monitor the door opening and closing signal, and so we can even send alarms in the event the door is opened. Then we have monitoring the carriage through smoking detectors to avoid loss caused by fire. Then, of course, fuel meter data and sending alarm in case of abnormal loss. Things like fuel getting drained, we can send alerts. Then in the event of security, we look at advanced driver assistant camera, which gives us some detection and warnings. Things like forward collision warning, this is how it would look like. We have lane deviation or lane departure warning. So if someone is illegally changing lanes or you are trying to change to a lane and it's dangerous, you get a warning. Then we have headway monitoring, where we monitor the whole road and such things. Then we have DSM, that is the driver status monitoring. Based on the detection trace of face details and all those, we can monitor the driver, things like fatigue driving. The driver is closing the eyes or yawning. We have distracted driving, looking around, smoke, calling. So such attributes, we can get them from this surveillance camera. We also do better management for drivers we using face recognition. So we recognize the driver's face to prevent people from changing. Maybe I give someone my vehicle briefly to tap into it and such things. I also have unauthorized passengers, so we can also do driver status monitoring with face recognition so that they also don't carry unauthorized passengers. Then we have route management. So we just improve the route management by locking which route you are supposed to follow. So if a driver crosses outside that zone, we trigger an alarm to the monitoring center so that uh, a response is taken. So this would help in terms of the vehicle safety, vehicle security. We also use this data for future management purposes. Then we have continuous interaction. So this is how we achieve this. We have 3G and 4G cellular networks where the vehicle can connect this network and continuously we can monitor the specific location, real time. We can do live video and active alarm. We can also get alerts from the emergency button, and if we have two-way talk, so there is continuous. We also have Wi-Fi. We also have GPS. So based on which attributes you want to achieve, we can get at least at the worst case scenario, we can use GPS to track this. Then we have statistical reports, so where we get reports from the different events that happen and all that, fuel statistics, GPS, driver behavior analysis. Then some highlights for this solution. We can integrate video and GPS to make the vehicle online. So this is what we'll get on the software platform. So we can preview a vehicle at the same time, see its location on the map. We can combine audio and video code strategy, GPS, and all this. So it's a combination of all these attributes to make sure that you can see the vehicles, track, and follow it. Then we have the intelligent algorithms that keep improving. So over time, we can also collect this information and use it to improve the algorithm, the accuracy, and all that. Then the products are reliable because they are mobile. They can handle vibrations, high-level vibrations. Even after power failure, the product complies with ISO, which gives around 5 seconds after power failure so that it avoids data loss and also improve the hard disk. Then it has the biggest temperature range from -30 degrees to 70 degrees, and it would operate normal. Then humidity, we have 10% to 90% humidity, and this product will still operate. Some success cases we've done is we have a China post where we've deployed a solution in about 5,300 vehicles. So from 2019, we've just had upgrades of the same solution. So you can have the baseline solution, then keep upgrading, driver status monitoring, advanced driver assistance, so such intelligence. We have the carry logistics. We have deployed Dahua mobile vehicle solution in over 500 vehicles. So that is what I introduced for the vehicle active safety for logistics vehicle. Now, let's switch to the industrial park. And on the industrial park solution, for the logistics application, we still look at the Dahua AIoT Smart Logistics park solution. So how does this look like? So we've looked at the vehicle. Now let's look at factors in logistics parks management. So we have this process starting from the transport, which we have covered. Then we look at the warehouse, the docking, and the delivery of goods. So this is the complete supply chain. But with this, we are looking at monitoring the data that is received and even processing it. So concepts like AI apply, big data, and cloud computing. We also have data growing, and this data will empower the solution so that it keeps getting improved and getting more and more accurate over time. So for cargo, we're looking at high quality for the cargo. We're looking at the condition of the vehicle, we're looking at the personnel, the space. So all these attributes are combined, and the objective is to increase safety, reduce cost, and also increase efficiency. So for the digital transformation, we're looking at to customer, where we give them digital management and it is AI powered. So this is the typical park management and warehouse management. Then for the industry competition, we give them extra to the suppliers, to the customer, and to the player. We have data analysis and data synchronization so that we can also share this data with other organizations if you prefer. Of course, you must get authorization and approval. Then after sharing all this, you're able to follow through. Then for the solution overview, we have operation system, the digital twin, and fusion LED. So these are some points for integration. And the scenarios we have at the warehouse and logistics, we have solutions like security inspection, anti-theft, tracking of parcels, docking, anti-fire, conveyor, so many bits that are in this logistics center. Then at the park, we have things like perimeter protection, seamless access, vehicle overspeeding, visitor management. We have parking lot. So all these we can integrate into the other systems like ERP, time management system, and all this. And at the perspective of an ICT, we give the server, which works on a network. We also provide storage. We have intelligent algorithms already built in. Then this data is stored at the data center, and we link them at that level. And then the end devices, we have things like face recognition, access terminals, turnstile, we have cameras, thermal, flame cameras, we have luggage scanners, we have panoramic cameras, we have active deterrence cameras. We also combine with an alarm system, both wired and wireless based on the application case. We have the automatic number plate recognition system, or technically the whole parking system. We have walk-through metal detectors, machine vision and automation. We have the smoke sensors, and of course, container reading solutions, or the container OCR solution. So for the smart logistics management, we have things like vehicle scheduling. At the warehouse, we want to do anti-theft, anti-fire, AGV, and CCTV. We have docking management and parcel tracking. So this is the scenario overview. We start with indoor monitoring with video surveillance, active deterrence with the IPTZ. We have indoor monitoring. For indoor monitoring, we're looking at access control. We're looking at video surveillance. We have alarms and the sensors. Then inside the warehouse, we have AGV that is automating all this process with automatic robots and forklifts and all this. Then we have parcel tracking using the code readers, CCTV, NVR with POS function, and then a management platform. For that, we have the docking center. where we are delivering the goods and loading and offloading. Then, of course, we have the delivery part of the whole solution. Then we have security inspection, where we are screening who is coming in and out of the logistics center. So we start with turnstile. We can have fixed turnstile, even add face terminal so that it supports face recognition, QR code. We can also use a visitor management system that is built into the same solution. Then we have luggage inspection and the personnel inspection. So luggage inspection, we use luggage scanners that give X-ray images, and we can also analyze this with the AI scanners and get feedback on things like guns, sprinklers, lighters. So this again, we have an optimized algorithm that does all this detection. Then we have the metal detectors that detect prohibited items. At the control center, we can monitor and enforce any of this data that we get. For parcel security, we have strict supervision for the policy, where we number parcel and scan the parcel. Then we do safety within the production, where we have so many logistics employees checking and monitoring, making sure that everything is running as per the schedule. And the objective is to improve efficiency and reduce the cost. Then when we sort our luggage, we detect contraband and we cannot transmit and all this, then we sort and transport only what is approved and authorized. Then we have at the warehouse where we do AI monitoring. And with AI monitoring, we are looking at staff behavior, cargo detection. So we look at the staff. Sorry about that spelling. So we look at the staff where they use mobile phones, if they leave post, abandon post, if they are sleeping, such kinds of things, and we trigger alarms to management. Then we look at how they handle the cargo, things like violent throwing, we can detect. We have AI industrial algorithms that will do that. We look at belt and goods detection, where if the conveyor belt is blocked, we trigger an alarm. If the conveyor belt is slipping, if the package is not well done, such things. Then we have advanced fire detection algorithms. We're using the flame detection camera. We have the thermal cameras. We have the smoke sensors, and all this to help us to prevent this from becoming a disaster, maybe for the logistics center. Then we have parcel tracking system, where we do a video overlay and keyword search to log evidence. This helps to reduce cost and, of course, enhance efficiency with the management. So what we are doing here is packaging. We sort out the luggage. This one is supposed to go left, and then it's loaded to the specific vehicles. Then we have a more robotic operation. And with this operation, we are automating the whole process. Look at this robot just lifting luggage and moving it to the precise point. So we can do this for your logistics center. We can do this for your warehouse and factory. And the objective is to make sure that we can reduce as much human interaction with all this as possible, and also reduce the load that you will get. So this can be as automated as it is, and we can always load, offload, even with automated cranes. Then you have the dock management workflow. At the dock, number one, you have the Dahua barriers and parking management system, which authorizes the specific vehicles into the allowed parts and such. So you make reservation via phone, the vehicle drives in to the site and wait for the call. So the vehicle checks in, but it does not just directly drive to the delivery point. Instead, it waits. Then once the vehicle is invited, it walks in, it's allowed. Then we can do LPR and open the barrier so that the vehicle is directed by our parking management guidance, and then it goes to the precise dock. Then once it docks, we allow to analyze status of the vehicle, offload or load the vehicle. Then once it's completed, it departs. After clearance, of course, then you check out at the exit, and automatically the barrier is opened using the LPR, or automatic number plate recognition technology. So for dock management, we're also looking at the whole process to prevent a lot of confusion and all that. If you look at the small mini items or mini clips we are playing here, you'll note that we have less personnel and reduced safety. If a person gets into the area, we trigger an alarm. We look at triggering the monitoring if there is luggage on the conveyor belt and such. And then if the dock is abandoned while the vehicle is leaving, we also detect this vehicle has left the dock area. Then for track scales monitoring at the weighbridge, we feed, we book, we do license plate recognition, the barrier open, and the speaker sends out the notice to the driver, maybe move. Then we display the weight from the weighing scale. At the same time, we attach it to the relay information from the vehicle. Then when the vehicle gets off, a receipt is printed and they get in. So that is how the weighbridge operation would work. So we've had also this typical weighbridge operation integration in Kenya. So we can also provide a typical solution that works in this market. Then for driving safety management, we look at the driver's safety and analytics. How frequent are they yawning? How frequent are they dozing, making calls, and all that? Then we have the safety of our cargo, things like the temperature, if smoke is detected, the loading rate, maybe it's 40%, at this time it's 60%, then the door lock status. Then also we do release of routes, so the driver has to stick to that route unless it's stated otherwise. We have the GPS, we have vehicle tracking, and also alarm records. Then for cold chain, we monitor even at the lowest temperatures. For seafood, negative 60 degrees, and even higher temperatures. Then we also monitor for the vehicle itself, the tire pressure. We have blind spot detection and blind spot cameras, even 360 panoramic camera for the vehicle. Then we have advanced driver assistant. Then we have unmanned courier station, where we have the concept. This is the typical unmanned courier. Then you arrive, you receive a notification, you wait for staff to pick up goods. They come and position where you are, you take and leave. So it's just a matter of authenticating and allowing you to take the goods and all that. Then we have the general park management. So for the logistics, we have different parts. So we want to protect the park in 3 grade levels. So grade 1, perimeter, we want to protect the perimeter by building physical fence and also adding a virtual fence. Then for grade 2, we want to look at where most employees have access: inner roads, the workshop, the canteen, the warehouse, the dormitory, all these parts. Then for grade 3, this is only the authorized persons can enter. Let's say where explosives are stored for shipping, or high value goods are stored. So we can do this level monitoring. So for public and outdoor security, we have high point and perimeter control. So we get a panoramic 360-degree view. This is not just from one camera. We can also combine multiple cameras and get the big picture of the area. We have multi-target tracking. Even with the introduction of EPTZ, it even makes it even more efficient and much better for your management. Then we have real-time alarm pop-ups, things like video overlay, high-speed switching, AI algorithms, and people. Then we have the perimeter where you do audio and visual alarms, then intrusion detection. Then at the entrance and exit of parking lots, we introduce the parking management solution. We have the intercom or two-way calling and also card swiping. We have ANPR if you're looking to do automatic number plate recognition. Then we have the barrier. Of course, when we have the barrier, we always have the anti-smashing radar to prevent the barrier arm from knocking vehicles. Then for vehicle management workflow, this is the process. The vehicle gets in, we have license plate recognition and the barrier is opened. You get into the parking where you have parking guidance, you park. Then after parking, you can pay to clear your vehicle and then it goes to departure. At departure center, At the departure center, once the vehicle is cleared, let's say you completed payment and it's verified, the barrier can automatically be opened by automatic number plate recognition. Just to highlight, for the outdoor parking, we have an outdoor parking spot detector that can count even up to 50 parking spaces. Then we have seamless access and attendance, where we do at the park entrance, at the building entrance, at the room entrance, and we can get all this data in one consolidated platform. Where we apply this is at the office area, the workshop, at the canteen, at the warehouse, inside the elevator or at the elevator area, and in the living area. Then we have flexible visitors. So we can have a visitor management system where visitors can book by appointment or on-site registration, but online booking can be pre-done. Then for appointment by on-site registration, we have the two types of visitor machines where they can come, pre-register and get approved to get into the premises. Then we have advanced security. Features like face recognition, heat map, perimeter protection, off-duty, and all this will give us analytics so that we reduce the rate of false alarms. So some success cases, we have JD Logistics, protecting a very large industrial park with more than 12,000 meters squared in Netherlands. Then we have the Jindong Logistics Vehicle Management Project, looking at driver safety rating as a challenge, then carriage monitoring and conversion of goods in blind spot. So we've done this solution, and the accuracy of driver behavior analysis are achieved up to 90%. Then assistive driving at 95%. And this helps to also do the optimization of the algorithm for cargo monitoring. Then you have logistics industries like YTO Express, distribution center digital platform, where the typical application of this solution has been achieved. We have the Zhejiang Kanayo Group unmanned courier station. So that covers today's training. And if you have any questions, you can just unmute your mic and ask. If there will be no questions, then it means we'll be at the end of our training. So I hope we can have more discussion. So you've seen how to contact me in case you have any questions. If you need access to these presentations, feel free to reach out and I'll be able to share a copy of the same. I think that marks the end of this training. Have a productive rest of your day, and let's be in touch if you have any project requirements around the same solution or any other Dahua or tech solution that you would want to get from us. Thank you and have a good time.